Yo, what is up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another review on the FUT birthday, LUKAS PODOLSKI. We're going through the card's details, stats, clips and summary as well as the SBC requirements for you guys to get your hands on him. Before we get into all of that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when I upload, and comment down below if you're going to be doing this card. Thank you guys again for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. We will be doing something special for that. But without further ado, let's get into this review. So guys, this is how I played LUKAS PODOLSKI in the team. Now guys, don't be shocked, I did substitute out the left mid and the right mid for players that I could use him in, but it was also to link him into a squad that I could use Hwang Hee-chan in. That review will be coming out shortly, please do check that out. My first impressions of this card, guys, I really like this card, and I think the SBC value is pretty good, but what this card is good at, he's very good at, and what this card is not so good at, he's not so good at, and I know that's a weird way of putting it, but you have to use this card in the right way to get the best out of him. Without further ado though, let's just get into the review. LUKAS PODOLSKI, 6 foot tall, medium low work rates, left footed, 5-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. So as part of FUT birthday, of course, they have boosted various elements of these cards. This one with 5-star skill moves, so for you skillers out there, fantastic. The 3-star weak foot, not ideal for someone like me, I prefer 4-star, but I'll still take it irrespective of that. 5 games played, 7 goals scored and 3 assists. So we're back into Division 2, Division 3, guys. We were swapping between the two. Quite a decent return considering the divisions we're in, not bad at all. And guys, I played him out on the left wing, I played him at striker, and I played him at cam, so he wasn't only playing at striker, so it's a good return for me in terms of what he's able to do. In terms of details, guys, I did try a hunter on him, I did try a marksman or a finisher on him, and I ended up on an artist, guys. I felt like that was actually the one that worked the best for me considering what it boosted on his stats and how it helped him out, which we'll get into right now. The key pros of this card, guys: 99 shot power, 99 volleys, 92 strength, 84 aggression, all fantastic, 91 short pass, 91 attack positioning, 99 penalties and 89 long shots. This card is really great in the attacking sense and able to do all the elements of a big man striker that you actually need him to be able to do. One thing that I was really surprised about, guys, was that strength. It is very strong, and you'll see that in a lot of the clips. He's able to hold off people and do a really good job in terms of just holding up the ball. In terms of cons, guys, the acceleration, 85, and although that is still relatively high, it's the wrong way around for me. It needs to be 94 acceleration, 85 sprint speed to be usable. So I did think that I needed a bit of a boost initially, but I ended up coming away from that and focusing more on his dribbling, which is a real weak point for me as well. The agility and the balance and the reactions are too low, so you do need to give that a bit of a boost to help him out in that regard too. Finally, guys, because I did try him at cam and on that left wing as well, I wanted to boost his passing elements to make him a little better in that regard too, and I felt like it helped him out actually, guys. It made him quicker, more technical and more capable on the ball as well, and I really love that about this card. Finally, guys, the player traits: the early crosser trait, the long shot taker, and the outside the foot shot trait. Now we will discuss playing this card out wide as well, but overall, guys, these are lovely traits to have, and the early crosser trait really does benefit to having him out wide too. So now that we've covered all that, we're going to get into what the SBC requirements are for you guys to get your hands on him. So guys, if we just get into LUKAS PODOLSKI's SBC requirements, rather, 204 on the PlayStation, 183 on the Xbox, and 225 on the PC. Now these prices are changing all the time, so this will change, guys. But actually, guys, I think this SBC is really well priced. We'll discuss that more in the summary. The first squad, an 82 rated squad with an informed player, with a player from Bayern Munich, and the second one, an 85 rated squad. That's the more expensive one, 167k, 36k on the first one. But overall, guys, I think both of these are fine to do, especially for the level of card that you're getting now. I think this card is fantastic and really worth completing. And now it's only a short one on the SBC requirements, guys, so we're just going to get straight into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting to some of LUKAS PODOLSKI's clips, and what you guys are going to see is his general ability to play on that left wing and in that striker slot. Now the first thing I want to get into, guys, is the pace. Now the pace is a little bit of a con because he has 85 acceleration and 94 sprint speed, so it's actually the wrong way around in terms of what you'd want the pace factor to be. And what I would say, guys, is because he is so big as well, he tends to struggle in the pace department a little more than you would like him to, but overall, guys, I think there's other parts of this card that you need to focus on boosting rather than his pace, because without those parts being boosted, this card is a little bit unusable. Which brings me into the first pro of this card, which is his shooting. I think his shooting is really good. I think his finishing could be a little higher. I think it sits around 88, but his shot power is phenomenal. He does really cause problems for the goalkeeper in terms of just having to cause parries and deflections and things like that, which will lead to more goal scoring opportunities without a doubt. His left foot is a hammer, and his right foot is pretty good as well. You guys will see a right footed goal, which he managed to get for me too. Which leads me nicely on to the next point, which is his passing, and that's again to do with his left foot. I think his passing is really good, guys. The weight that he puts on the passes, the way that he passes the ball, especially because he is so strong and powerful, he puts the right weight on the ball. There's no sloppy passes really from this card, especially when you are using his left foot, which you kind of do have to focus on, which is a bit of a con. But I think that if you do use that left foot, you won't have many issues there. You guys can see as well the crossing, which was boosted again by him having the artist chemistry style on him. That leads me into the next part of his technical game, which is his dribbling. Now, his dribbling he does struggle with, guys, and this is the part of the game that I was talking about. You need to focus on boosting. His reactions, agility, and balance are all too low. Now, you can focus on boosting the balance. I would focus on boosting the agility and the reactions, and with that he becomes a lot quicker, a lot more usable, and better to play with in and around the box, especially in tight spaces with quicker defenders around him too. Makes it easier to finish off or create chances with him. The last thing I want to talk about, guys, and it's a really big factor of this card, and I didn't realize how good it was, is his physicality, guys. He is really strong on the ball. You guys will see that in one of the goals as well. He just bullies his way to the goal, and that's something that's really nice to have. Whether it's a striker, attacking midfielder, or a wide player, what you're able to do is actually, guys, and I feel like this is honestly the truth, is this is the first player that you could match up with against Kleiber on the wing, and he would be able to hold his own in terms of strength and speed combination if you chose to boost his speed that way. I feel like this card is phenomenal in terms of his strength and aggression and his ability to play that front line, and because he is 6 foot, he's able to win headers as well, which he did actually score one for me, although I don't have the clip here. He did manage to score a header for me, which was lovely to have as well. We're just going to go through some of the goals now, guys, and generally you'll be seeing a pattern of me using his left foot where I can. He did actually score one with his right foot, but you guys will see here the shot power there. There's no chance the keeper's keeping that one out. And over again, it was the same thing, guys. Create an opportunity on his left foot, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a goal. If they bring the keeper out, even better as well. It makes it that much easier for me, and this is what sums up Podolski in one clip. Look at that strength, holding off Koulibaly, then holding off Dalot, getting in the box, a little shimmy there, and smashing it in. So guys, if we just get into this final Lukas Podolski summary, 204 on the PlayStation, 191 on the Xbox, and 224 on the PC. Overall, guys, I think this SBC is reasonably priced. I don't think he's crazy. I think he's actually a very good value SBC, considering what he is, what type of striker he is, and what you're able to do with the card. I think is very good. The only reason I would say this is slightly overpriced is because of the league that he is in, but he does have a nationality which you're able to link up with fairly easily. The only reason I would say this is overpriced again is because of the league. Let's just get into the stats though, guys, and the key ones, of course: the shot power, the positioning, the volleys and penalties. The strength is phenomenal as well. That composure is great too, and his passing is good. He's actually a very well-rounded card, guys, and I think all of those elements put together really do help him. I ended up with the artist on him, and I found that suited him the best for what I wanted him to be able to do. You could also go with a finisher to help his finishing out, because his finishing isn't the highest. But guys, one thing that really does hold him back is that reactions. So you do need to focus on that, and I think if you are going to boost his chemistry style, or give him a chemistry style that boosts that, you might as well focus on the agility and the balance too, or the agility certainly anyway, and the artist does that a lot. So for me, that's my favorite one to put on him. Let me know what you guys think about chemistry style though. In terms of similar players, guys, he plays a lot like this Karim Benzema. I think he's very good, and a very actually I think it's a comparable card to that Karim Benzema, despite him being a 95. Obviously I think this Benzema is maybe slightly higher in terms of level compared to him with all the upgrades that have gone on, but a very similar play style in terms of how he plays, in terms of being a bigger striker, more clunky to move around, but very much a technician in the center of the park. In terms of linkability, guys, the perfect links are okay. You've got a couple there to those silver and bronze players, which you're not really going to use. The strong links to, of course, German icons, Mesut Ozil there as well, now that he's moved to the Turkish League, but not a lot of great strong links either. The real part of this card comes in the weak links too. Of course, all these Bundesliga players, all these German players, Leroy Sané's FUT birthday card, that will be coming soon, so please do stay tuned for that. But a lot of linkability in there, guys, so that's really where the strength of this card's nation comes through. If we look at the price, because we will compare the price on this one, we won't be comparing on some of the others, but we can compare on this one because it's SBC. We look at where he sits compared to the other cards. Paulo Dybala's in there and he's cheaper than him. Memphis Depay's moments in there. If I was to say where he plays compared to that Dybala, I think it's a different type of striker, but at the same sort of level. Dybala is a very good striker, but this Podolski is also a very good striker, especially if you give him the right boost. He plays phenomenally well, and I think if you compare him to all these icons, he plays better than any of them, and I've used a lot of them as well. So he does really sit well in terms of value as well, what you're getting for the card. Again, the only thing that holds him back, guys, is his nation. You will need to build around that, as his league, sorry. You'll need to build around his nation to be able to fit this card into your team, which leads me on to my final recommendation about Lukas Podolski, is that if you are going to be doing this card, then please do it for the sake of linking in his nation. Don't just do it unless you're doing an Arsenal past and present, which I will be doing, guys, so please do stay tuned for that. I would do this card on that basis. I would not be doing it if you're just looking to pick up a, or even a sub as well, actually, guys. I can't even lie. This SBC is phenomenal value. I would do it if you can afford it. If you can link him in somehow, definitely worth it. Will be a different type of striker, very strong, very capable as well. Able to play out wide against those stronger fullbacks, able to play up front against those stronger centre-backs and quicker centre-backs too. Really great card in all aspects. Hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you did, please do smash that like button. Until next time, I will see you all in a bit.